Focusing on the cost per click, cost per lead, or landing page conversion rate can ruin your entire funnel, and here is why. So, over a year ago, I built a funnel for one of my clients, and the funnel had a really good offer, and the landing page was very, very simple. It was very easy to opt in, and I didn't really spend much time trying to disqualify prospects. And I was just focusing almost entirely on trying to schedule the cheapest possible appointment. So, trying to achieve the cheapest possible cost per appointment. And I actually achieved that. So, the landing page conversion rate was about 35%, which is very, very good. Um, and it wasn't a free lead magnet, it was a cold booking funnel. So it wasn't 35% to download an ebook, it was 35% to actually schedule a call. So that's, in my opinion, very, very high. And also the cost per scheduled appointment was very, very low because it was below $20. But then I realized that my client struggled with a low show up rate and also low quality leads on those calls. And even though that funnel was still profitable, I knew that something had to change and it wasn't really a perfect funnel. On the other hand, a couple of actually like maybe less than a month ago, I built another funnel for another client, and I took a very different approach. So the funnel was actually, before I get into this, within the fast funnel, people were able to schedule an appointment within like maybe like 60 seconds. So people were able to click on our Facebook ad, land on the landing page, and book a call all within like 60 to 90 seconds. So very, very easy. And then the second client, on the other hand, was the almost the complete opposite, because it takes people like between 3 to 5 minutes to schedule a call. And the funnel has more pages. I spent a considerable amount of time trying to disqualify prospects that I knew weren't gonna buy from us, and it's just a lot more difficult, for quote unquote difficult. Obviously, I'm not trying to make the funnel confusing on purpose, but it has more pages. People aren't able to schedule a call on the very first page. They have to actually fill in an application with like 8 questions before they can schedule a call. The conversion on the landing page for the second funnel is actually about 7%. So we have 35% in the first funnel and 7% in the second funnel. The cost per lead for the fast funnel was about $20, or even below $20 per appointment, I should say, not lead, appointment. So below $20 per appointment for the fast funnel, and over 100, and in fact, I think it's even over $150 per appointment for the second funnel. So a huge difference. However, the show up rate is so good for the second funnel, and the quality of those leads is so much better for the second funnel, that the second funnel is actually a lot more profitable. So try to think about it. The first funnel has appointments that are 7 times cheaper than the second funnel, and the second funnel is way more profitable. So as soon as I realized that, or the lesson that I got from it is that you cannot optimize for anything within your funnel without affecting the entire funnel. So let me try to explain. So let's say you look at your funnel metrics and you see that your cost per click in your Facebook ad is high. So let's say it's about $10, which would make most people just freak out. However, if you try to make this ad, or make your copy, or make your video a lot more convincing, you may start to make promises that are too good, and just you may start to, like, your ad may look too good to be true, sort of. And sure, that's convincing, that's promising, people start clicking on it, your cost per click goes down. But then if you cannot back up this promise within your funnel or on your sales calls, it will hurt your funnel. So let's say that let's say that within your ad copy, you start telling people that let's say that you sell a service, and you start telling people that you sort of get paid only when you deliver results, right? So that's very promising. That's a very low risk offer, and that will definitely lower your cost per click. That may increase your landing page conversion rate. That may even increase your show up rate on your sales calls. However, if this is just a crappy guarantee made to trick people, this will seriously affect or hurt your sales call conversion rate. So no matter what you want to optimize within your funnel, just keep in mind that it will affect your entire funnel. So even if you are changing something in your Facebook ad, like your copy or your ad video, this will affect not just your Facebook ad, but this will also affect your landing page, your calendar booking page, your show up rate, and your sales calls. So that was the big lesson that I got from it. Okay, so now you may be thinking, how do I actually optimize my funnel if I try to make my Facebook ad look more promising, that may, decrease my sales calls conversion rate and so on. So basically the answer is, once you've collected enough data, you should be looking from the very top of your funnel to the very bottom, or actually the other way around. You should be looking at the very bottom of your funnel and then working your way towards the top of the funnel. So at the very bottom of your funnel, where the least amount of people are, you have the most important metric, which is CAC, which is client acquisition cost. So basically, once you've collected enough data, if your client acquisition cost is below, how much money you're spending to, is like if the like let's say you have a $3,000 service, if your client acquisition cost is, let's say, $1,500, then your funnel is healthy and you can try to scale up and so on. So that basically tells you that your funnel is good. If your client acquisition cost is too high, so let's say you make $3,000 out of every client, let's say it's pure profit, and you need to spend $3,500 on average in order to acquire that client, then you start going up. So then you have cost per showed appointment. So not yet cost per appointment. First of all, we have cost per showed appointment. And if you want to take it a step further, you can even look at cost per qualified appointment. So a qualified appointment is someone that first of all shows up for the call, and secondly is qualified to buy from you. So let's take a step back. So at the very bottom we have CAC, which is client acquisition cost. Then we have cost per qualified appointment. Then we have cost per scheduled appointment. Then we have cost per appointment in general, so that includes people that showed up and no shows. And then we have the cost per lead, which is, that really depends on what kind of opt-in we have within our funnel. The cost per lead is heavily dependent on the landing page conversion rate. And then we have our ad. And depending on where you run your ads, whether that's Facebook or YouTube, you may have different metrics. But obviously, like the metric at the very top would be something like cost per click, or CPM, which is cost per 1,000 impressions, and also CTR, which is kind of really dependent on other metrics. All right, so just to quickly and summarize this video, the biggest lesson that I got from those two experiences is that you cannot really treat those metrics in separation to the rest of your funnel, because any change that you make within your funnel or within your campaign will affect the entire funnel. So even if you tweak your Facebook ad copy, this will affect your landing page conversion rate, this will affect your show up rate, and this will affect your sales call conversion rate. So that's the first biggest lesson. And the second biggest lesson is that the metrics from the bottom of your funnel are far more important than the metrics from the top of your funnel. And it doesn't really matter if one funnel has leads or calls for $20 and the other one has calls for $150. The second one can still be a lot more profitable if the majority of those calls show up and they buy from you. All right, thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions, if you are currently experiencing any problems within your funnel or your ads, leave a comment below. I'll be happy to help, and see you in the next video. Thanks.